Hey guys, welcome back to Bob's Mods. What are we doing today? We're getting rid of this. So this is how I get rid of the fumes in my little shop. Problem is, it takes all the cold air out with it. Let me show you some of the parts we got. Here they are. Here's the parts. We have a little 6-inch fan. That 6-inch fan's going to mount to the ceiling somehow. I got some strap, whatever. We'll figure a way to get that mounted up there. The ductwork will hang down, and it'll also go out the window through this vent that's screened for the bugs to this piece of plywood that'll be in that window. Whatever we use will be painted. This is a protein jug that I'm going to try and flare out and hook to here, so I'll have a little. All right, I think what I want to do first is get this hooked up. Now remember, subscribe, check out my links. If you don't know how to get the links, hit the little word that says more, takes you right to the links. All of these will be on there. All of this, guys, just this is variable speed. All of this, 60 bucks. So I'm going to get everything vented out of here for 60 bucks. Yes, I'll paint it. Yes, I had to drink a whole bunch of protein. And then just stuff I have laying around. Probably off of old job sites. All right. Been thinking. So what I'm thinking is a couple straps. Now I'll just screw these right to the ceiling. So there'll be 2 of them. That'll fit in there. I can screw it onto here. So 2 of those. Looking good. That's that. I have plugs for my lights right here, which this will go into and hang down just enough for the variable speed. Then we'll head out. Everything says I'm ready to screw. So we're going to screw it. Oh, there you go. There's one. Okay, we got those up. Now let's put this in. Airflow. Airflow go. Airflow go that way. Wire that way. One more airflow check. Yes, that is correct. Do this now. Ow! I like it, like it, like it. Come around this side. All right. I like it. And I like it. All right, so here we go. We'll get this up here. I gotta go up one more to get to it. Let's see what I'm doing. Okay, I hope y'all got to watch that. Okay, let's turn our attention to the window. Let's get rid of that. That is one dirty thing. There, you're gonna break them off. Don't worry about it. Okay, so we got our plywood. I think I want to go grain vertical. This way, moisture, it would warp and it could warp this way. This way, if it warps, I'm locked in, and I'm locked in, and at least it's kind of going up against that seal if it warps this way with grain. That's what I'm thinking. So, I shall measure. All right, mounted, somewhat. Going in, going down, fit. I've got some baby self-tappers. Let's see what happened there. I'd like to put something in that frame. We self-tapped it. We got some nice ones here. There you go. Sweet. Okay, I've done some more measurements. I think something like that is going to be just right. And I'll use another one of those brackets, those straps that I use. So, let's go ahead and see what we can do here. That was nice. Okay, down pipe. Good luck. Now what? Okay, now to the protein project. We'll cut the bottom off. Alrighty, I like it. All right, we're going to plan B. We're gonna go shorter. That's plan B. Take off that expensive, crappy tape that's getting thinner and thinner by the month around here. Thin as in made that one. So I'm thinking maybe if I heat it up, just this little piece, go around that bottom, widen it out, give it a little lip maybe. Maybe. Let's put some gloves on for this project. Got it all figured out. Got this. I'm going to put this on here like this. Got two good rings right there. Then I have a stapler. I don't think we need to get carried away. Then we can go inside. Bend all of those over. There you go. Now I'll need to get this somehow adjusted so it's out of my way when I want it out of my way. All right. So I got this little hooky loopy with a hole in it. I'm gonna run this rope through it. See if it acts like a pulley for me. I have a screw up here already. Hang on. Hang on, Bob. So, loosely tied on there. Okay, so that's good. When it's down all the way, which this is probably going to get cut and put up here. Everything's loose right now, just to see if we're getting good suction. So I want to grab about right here. So I can reach up there and grab that. Then this can come over here. Now we need to wire it. Where's all that at? Here it is. Going to have to get a a double hooky for one of my lights. Ooh, that's bright. All right. All right. That's going to be good. It's above my head. Now let's do this. Okay. We should see if it turns on. It does turn on. We have an update. It didn't work. Not happy with that. There's two things that we're going to talk about here with my little project. One, not enough funnel. Two, my air conditioner is blowing this way, and it's enough to blow it out. So, to justify, but not to be happy with this justification, this room usually can be around 74 degrees, which is pretty nice. So during my cutting and welding, and I'm talking smaller projects, bigger projects, I open the door and I get it out. But a smaller project, it even fills up quick. So on the smaller projects, I'm going to turn off the air. I did do a test with the air off and it worked great. It worked great with my dog collar. So my project just went up $15. I'm up to $75 on this project. So it just slaps on there like that. Goes level. And that, when I did a test with this, it went up and it was visible. This room, I lit paper on fire. This room didn't even have one odor of smoke in it. So I'm pretty confident that this will work. Is the fan a big enough fan? I don't think so. I could have gone with more CFMs. I believe this one's a 345, maybe around a 400, 450. Not to say I won't do that in the future, but this is a little test run of how this is going to work. Like, I want to put a band around here. So I got maybe some 3/16 all thread. I'm going to make a circle. I'll hog tie it to there. Hog ring. I'll put hog rings on here. I'm hoping it's not so much weight that it's just pulling down. First thing I want to do is get a measurement of how round this really needs to be, or how long that piece of all thread needs to be. I'll use the flex tape. I'll start right there. Looks like 48.5 inches. Alrighty, let's make a circle. There you go. Now we'll see how that all fits. Looks like it's huge. Fits on the outside. Yep. Nope, that's going to fit good. Okay, here's what I found. Found a Pro-Chlor tabs bucket. So I have 5.5, but it's tapered, so it's going to get to that 6 somewhere in here. Here's what I'm thinking. I clean this edge up right here, clean off some of this, leave that edge there, cut this bottom off, shove it up in there. There we go. Got the bottom cut off. Got all of this trimmed up here. This will make a nice easy transition. Like this. So that'll go in there nice and firm. Come over here. Put that up inside. I'd like to squinch those down. Maybe I can get 2 of those wires at the same time with the stapler. All right. Once again, this is way too low. I'm fine with that. Let's go here. I'm just going to get 1 or 2 in there just so I can have, that'll be my third hand. All right, I kind of like that. Well, you can see where it fell a little crooked in there. Darn it. All right, let's focus on this. I want to get this leveled out. That doesn't look right. I don't like it. I have 1 more strap to put up here. Get some of that sag out of there. On this stool again. Yay. Boy, this bench and me aren't going to make it. I can do that. I can do this. So I can go back here. Right where that was. Backwards. How's that look? Better? That's better. So here's the plan. Take off my table, and I'm gonna get the plasma cutter. I'll zoom in, then we can watch the smoke, because I have not done this yet. I did that test yesterday with that little one, and then I did one earlier with paper, but a full out using my tools have not done. So we're gonna get to that right now. With luck, you guys can see the fumes going up in there. What I can tell you is that I forgot to turn off the air conditioner. Remember, it was blowing everything by? However, the room is not that bad. There is a fog in here. So I got the air off. I got one last cut on here. Maybe we'll see or not see. I still haven't looked at any video. So let me do that. Well, to sum it all up, just not sure. You can see a little cloud in here. I haven't looked at videos, like I said, to see if it's sucking in. I kind of messed up, not having my air off. I was crossing my fingers when I started. This is a good start. I like it. This isn't in the way for what I'm doing. So as far as this being here, I'm good with that. What else? It's installed good. It's still sucking out, so I can leave it going and clean the air out while I'm gone. Remember, subscribe, links, like. I appreciate it. Enjoy.